So this week in GTA Online, there is double GTA money in all bunker sales, and you can make upwards of a couple $1,000,000 by doing or by using this and taking advantage of it. So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys 5 things that will help you out in getting the most amount of money possible out of this whole event week. Now, I would say the main thing that you need to know, or that it's important to know when it comes to bunker sales, is that it doesn't matter when you sell. You will still get the same amount of money in the end. You can save up and get an entirely full bunker and sell that, and the only difference will be you'll have multiple vehicles perhaps to sell, but you can also sell at the very beginning on one little bar, and if you do that 5 times, you'll get the same amount of money in the end. So it really doesn't matter when you sell. It's not like some of the other businesses. So just depending on your preference, if you want to wait or if you want to constantly keep selling, that's what is gonna determine, you know, what you do. Now, I would say one of the first tips is to buy upgrades for the bunkers, because the bunker upgrades do help and they give you more money. Yeah, it is an unfortunate downside in that it costs a lot of money to upgrade this stuff, but in the long run, it does help, and it does give you more money to pay off, you know, sort of what you got. It's a good investment, basically. Now, another tip, and I would highly suggest doing this: never steal the supplies. You would think that stealing the supplies is better because it's free, but it's not really better. If you buy the supplies, you have 2 options. One, you can either just eat the 75k in you know, cost, or what you could do while it is in your, or while you're waiting for the supplies to sort of give you the product, you can do other missions and make way more money than 75,000. I don't know exactly how long it takes. I believe one thing of stock will take roughly like an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours to get completely depleted, and in that time you could either go do something else AFK while it's doing it, or you can do plenty of other VIP missions or CEO missions or anything in free roam, and you can make more money. So definitely buy the supplies. It's a lot better for you in the long run. Another thing, if you are a solo player, sell the stock at around 20 to 25%. I think that's about 1 bar, and the reason you want to do that as a solo player is because it only will give you 1 vehicle to use. If you have an entirely full bunker and you sell it as a solo player, some of these sell missions will give you 3 or 4 vehicles, and that's just not really possible by yourself. So that's something you're definitely gonna want to look into. You know, if you have friends, obviously doesn't matter, but if you're by yourself, if you're solo playing it, sell it early. And like I said at the beginning, it doesn't matter. You'll just have to do more sells instead of 1 big sell, but I think that's a very fair trade-off to not have to do 4 trucks in like 20 minutes. And actually, going back to the whole waiting part, if you are someone who wants to just buy the supplies or even just steal them, whatever, and then wait, it takes, I think, to get a full bunker, and this is a while, but it takes around 8 to 9 hours, I want to say. Maybe a little bit more, but it takes quite a bit. But what you can actually do if you don't want to continue playing GTA Online for that long, you can just AFK. And the way you can AFK without leaving the lobby is you can do it straight from your bunker by going into the monitor. If you go into the monitor and then just watch one of the monitors, it won't kick you. So you can go out, do whatever you want, come back, you know, resupply, and then once you get the amount of product you want, then you can sell it, and then you can just keep doing this process over and over again. So it's a good thing it's a good way to make money by not doing much, because what you can end up doing is just have this on in the background while you're watching a movie, you know, cooking food, whatever, and then you can just make the money at the intervals and take 20 minutes out to do that. So AFKing at a TV or a monitor in game is very beneficial during this week. And then the final thing, and it's somewhat spotty, you'll see in the gameplay, it didn't really work for me 100%, but there's this little trick that you can do if you are planning on selling a ton of your product and you might end up having multiple vehicles and you don't want that. You can somewhat trick the game into giving you the delivery that you actually want. So the ones that I know about, there's a delivery with the Dune FAV, there's a delivery with the monster truck, there's a delivery with the Insurgent, And the best one, the easiest one, is the delivery with the Phantom Wedge, because you literally just need to drive that, regardless of how much product you got, you just need to drive that to a certain spot and it'll give you the money. And that's the one a lot of people want. And what you can end up doing if you park some bigger vehicles in the other spots where the Dune FAV spawns or the Insurgent spawns, sometimes the game won't spawn those vehicles, and it'll spawn something else not in a crowded location. And you can see what I did here. You have to just sort of play with it and figure out where exactly the cars spawn, because sometimes, you know, I parked like a Bambushka and the Insurgent still spawned because it wasn't in the right spot. And the same thing, I parked a Brick 8 somewhere, but it wasn't in the right spot, and the Dune FAV spawned. So there's certain things you got to play with, but for the most part, if you park these bigger vehicles, like the dump, for instance, that's a vehicle people use, you just park it in the spots you don't want, and it'll give you some of the other delivery methods. And then sort of off of that, if you get a delivery method and you really don't like it, all you need to do is switch sessions. Now, you will end up losing about 20 to 30K in the product, but I would say it's definitely worth it to lose that than to use a delivery method. That's just not fun, and that's going to be very annoying. So anyway, hopefully these 5 little things or 6 little things can help you guys out in making the most amount of money possible during this double GTA money bunker week. If you guys have any other tips you want to let me know about, or let everyone else know about, let us know in the comment section. And if you guys want to maybe, you know, partner up, team up, if you're playing a lot solo and you need some friends to help you out, then definitely use the comment section to find each other and add each other and help each other out that way. But thank you all for watching. That's it with the video. So if you did enjoy it, I'd appreciate it if you could drop it a like, subscribe for more awesome GTA content, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.